G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Ebony Isle Farm. Yes, that's right, we are back here at Ebony and we're continuing on with our farming exploits. Alright, let's get straight into it. We're not going to muck about, although before we do get into it, don't forget, make sure you like the episode or like the video and also subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And when you do that, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well. We are on the road to 5,000 subs and we'd love to have you join us and help us get there. Anyway, back to the farming. All right, we got our Deutzfahr top liner there. We're going to head on over here. Just disregard that green marker. Over here, this is the field we just created in the last episode. This is where the pigs used to be. We got rid of the pigs and we've extended our field. We have put the lime on there and we're all good to go. But what I want to do first, I've got about one more field to harvest. So I'm going to grab the Deutzfahr. I'm going to grab my header and I'm going to just head on over. Well, actually, I better see what crop it is first. It wouldn't be the first time I head over there with the wrong header. Right, that's the field in question. And it's just sorghum. Is it sorghum? No, it's not sorghum. It's oat. That's okay. It's just oat. All right, so we're okay. All right. Oh, the other thing I did, in fact, it was before the last episode even, is I have put in those purchasing points as well. So we got rid of the all-in-one silo for this farm particularly, and we put those purchase points in. So from those we can buy, how else if I put the UI on so I can see where I'm close enough. We can purchase everything from lime, fertilizer, mineral feed, animal food if we need to, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we've got those in there. So that's there ready to use if we need it. But in the meantime, we're just going to head down here, see which way we get to the farm, to this field, and then we'll harvest it away, and then that's done. Harvest is done. Oh, here's another silo I didn't get rid of. I knew there was another one here somewhere. All right. Now it's this field here with all the weeds in it, and so we're just going to get rid of that. So let's unfold the combine and let's have at it. So we're going to go counterclockwise for the moment. Just head in and get all that done. So hope you're all doing well. We're doing fantastic here and enjoying our time here on Ebony Isle. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. The map is on Mod Hub. It's another Cavalier Roy map. And I think to date, even though I like Riverview, I think to date this is probably my favourite Cavalier Roy map. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic map. I really do like it. So congrats and many thanks, Cavalier Roy, for making a wonderful map. It's basic. It's just got a lot of feeling to it. I say basic. I'm not insulting it by being basic. I'm just saying it's a basic map. It hasn't got a whole pile of additional crap on it that we don't necessarily want. I mean, I know some people do, but I mean we don't here. And it just plays well. I mean, ultimately that's the important part. It's smooth and plays well, and even though there's a lot of fields, which is fine, it's going to give us a lot of play time. So that's the important factor. And if we're enjoying it as we're playing it, well, that's even more important. All right. Just power through and get this done. May or may not need to empty off the combine. 25%. Yeah, I'm going to have to empty it off. Probably twice. It's a smaller combine, this one. I mean, I say it's a smaller combine. It does hold, what is it, 8.5? I think it's 8,500 litre capacity. So it isn't the smallest by any means, but it's not a big combine like the big old class and stuff like that. Once we finish this, we'll seal off that other silo, and then we might go and have a look and see any other fields that may be worthwhile as buying at the moment. Although I do, Yeah, I don't know. There's some more fields probably adjacent to this farm, probably more to the point I want to look at getting. So we'll have a look at that, and we'll see about either expanding or alternatively see if there's any decent equipment that's on a really good price at the moment at the shop. I mean, we all know what Duxall is like now. He tends to like his shopping, especially for a bargain. In fact, it doesn't really matter if it's a bargain, right? You just go shopping. Right. So let's continue on through here. In fact, talking about shopping, I am pleased to say that we have ordered our new, I can't remember what they're calling it now, new Elgato streamer deck or whatever the hell it's called. So it's the stream deck. So it's got two sets of rows of buttons, plus it's got dials for controlling audio and other things as well. So it's actually going to replace, for me, my small stream deck, so the 15 button stream deck, and also my PC panel. So the PC panel, if you haven't seen the PC panel, it's a great little unit. However, having it all in one is great. So on my main stream decks, I've got the two stream decks. I've got the small one, I've got the XL. So the original and the XL. On the small one, I hardly ever use it. There's only 3 buttons I really use, maybe 4 buttons I really use on that. And I use the XL, the large one, which is, how many buttons are there? 2, 4, 6, 8. 32 button stream deck. I use that for Farm Sim and Word and Excel and all that sort of stuff a lot more. So it makes sense that I can replace on my desk the small stream deck and the PC panel with this one new Elgato product. So that's what I'm going to do. We've ordered it. It's supposed to arrive on Monday, which is actually tomorrow. And tomorrow when I'm recording this, by the way. Yeah, so we're gonna crack into that and see how that goes. So hopefully that will be a wonderful new addition to DZG. And I want to just point out, not that it's actually been used entirely for that, but the combination of the little bit of money we do get from YouTube, from our videos, plus also the contributions that are made from our Patreon and YouTube members, enables me to buy things like that to improve what I can do here at the PC. So, of course, thank you to all of you that have watched videos over the past, what am I now, 4.5 years, I think, 5 years, something like that. And for those of you that have financially supported the channel, both in the past, the current, and hopefully the future. All right, there we go. So we finished the harvest. We didn't need to offload after all. So we're just going to take the combine directly round to the silo because it's only just around the corner, and we'll offload. Away we go. All right, now while I'm here, I'm quickly going to get rid of that. Oops, wrong button. That one. Delete. Sell. Yeah, 16,000. Thank you. That'll be fine. All right. Extra $16,000 in the queue. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, I've been going around and selling stuff off that I know I'm not going to use in this basically superfluous. Now that shed as well is most. Yeah, I don't know. I think that shed is going to go. Now, problem I've got here is that bloody trailer, but I think I should be okay. We should be able to squeeze into the offload point just without going into the trailer. But I don't know why I left it there. I thought I was being smart. Here we go. All right, excellent. So that's got that done. All right, let's have a look at our calendar and see where we're at. So we are at the point now where we should be reseeding our wheat, our barley, our canola, and our oat. So this one has a different calendar and cycle, planting and harvesting cycle than other maps, as you can see. And we haven't really discussed this as yet. But as you can see, all the crops, so wheat, barley, canola, oat, corn, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sugar beet, cotton and sorghum are all harvestable between July and November. So in one big block. And that means they're all plantable. So there's 2 planting options for wheat, barley, canola, oat and corn. And that is both March, April and September through November, or thereabouts. Canola for August, October. So it is a little bit different. We need to be mindful of that. So when we harvest, we do need to do a quick turnaround and do this. Or we can do a late planting. But I don't know. I don't know if that's actually going to get us as good a harvest as what it is if we plant it here. Okay. So, I mean, but we can juggle it. But as you can see, planting for those 3 straight here, which is, I guess, similar to some others. It's just I think it's just a longer time, slightly variant. And then these ones here are planted as per what we normally would expect, by and large, I think. I can't remember, but anyway, yeah. I mean, that is pretty normal, actually. No, what am I saying? That is pretty normal. But this harvest planting cycle is a little bit out of whack. Normally, you're harvesting here, planting here, and then these are planting and then harvesting. So, anyway, that's all good. All right, shut up, duck, and just farm. Right, let's go. So, we need to get some planting done as well. Now I'm going to do some, let's see here, I'm not going to put the header back on the trailer as yet, even though we're not going to use it probably for now. There we go. All right, now we've got a bit of stuff to do as well around here. So I'm going to have a look. We're going to set this farm up first, I think. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do. So our fields, they're ready to plant. 134 and 110 need to be de-stoned. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to de-stone those. Now, if I come back out here and have a look at these, 108 we own, 111 we don't own. Let's just see, how much is that one? 120. 120 for that one. I'm tempted to buy that one there. I'm really tempted to buy that one there. That one's 89. You know what? I think we're going to buy both of those. What was the state of them? They're both planted, so all I've got to do is harvest them. And what have we got in there? You know what, let's do it. Farmland, buy. Farmland, buy. That's our money gone. There we go. Got 53,000 left. Right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go and de-stone. So we're going to grab these guys here and de-stone. Well, this guy here and de-stone. Oh, I'm already running my engine. We're going to unfold. Turn on. Right. Quickly just get this job done. Got lots of other stuff to do as well, but we can get this done nice and quick. All right. Up the hill. Okay. Don't worry about the sides there too much. We'll just, if there's anything missed in there, that'll be okay. So a couple of little stones. As long as this is heavily stone. Well, there's a fair bit of stone, but it's not heavy stones. So I would say it's a medium level. All right. Yeah, get as much of that as we can. Got a little bit in the corner we'll get when we come back round. Fine. Up we go. All right. Round. through here. Alright. Alright. Continuing on, we'll just finish this off, and then we've got, so we'll do these 2 fields, we'll de-stone them, and then we'll start planting both of these fields. I'm going to have some strategy, I think, in relation to having areas dedicated to certain plant or certain crops. And this end here, because we haven't got any animals at this end, I don't need it to be animal-centric products, for instance. So what I will probably do, although apart from the chickens, what we might do, I think this area might have, I was going to say wheat, but wheat's probably not going to work because we need the straw. So I don't know. Maybe look, I don't know. Maybe that's trying to make it too complex in doing that. Maybe we just alternate them all over the place. As you can see, I've got to go into the map as well and remove those trees from the map, because as you can see, as we're driving along, they become visible in the level of detail. So we got to get rid of that. All right, that's that field done. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to put this guy on AI or on a course play course to do this field, just so we can get stuck into other jobs as well. All right, so now he's probably going to be full on this as well, so we need to be mindful of that. Now I haven't got a lime crusher here either, so the only lime crusher we've got is over on this farm, so we need to send the stones over to there for our lime, which also means that, yeah, I'm gonna have to I'll come across that a little bit later, but I'm probably going to need one of them silos back for lime, because if I'm producing lime, I don't want to be buying it. So, but anyway, all right, let's get back into this. Create the job, open close course generator, number of headlands, I think I'll do 3, that'll be fine. Smooth headland, yeah, that'll be fine. Generate the fieldwork course, okay. There we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks fine. All right, first waypoint and start. Make sure he's going to line himself up nicely. Don't like the fact he's so far. No, I don't like that course. What's going on there? Let's try that again. I don't like that course at all. Open close course generator. 9 meters, multiple tools, 3, headland smooth, generate fieldwork course. That looks better. Okay. Right. That's better. He's coming out to a better position there. He was, I don't know what he was doing there, unless it just didn't overwrite the last course. All right, there he goes. All right, excellent. Okay, now, this is not the farm we want to be at. Neither is that. This is the farm, right. Jump out of the combine. We're going to come over here. I'm going to grab the fent and grab the seeder. Right. And we're going to need to fill the seeder up. So there goes some more money. Hopefully it's not overly expensive, because then we're in trouble. Where are you? Right. It's only seed for this. Okay. So we'll open up the seed. And we'll come across and we'll fill up. That's interesting. Didn't want to fill up there at all. See if the trigger's only on the left-hand side. I haven't used this seeder very much, so it may well be just something like that. Okay, maybe not. Okay, let's unfold. No. Okay. So it didn't want to fill in the unfolded position. Right. Okay. Fine then. We'll just do it that way. Okay. Right. And we'll fold you back up again. Right. Let's see what we're going to plant. So we're going to plant 135, 134, and 110. Now, what am I going to plant into there? Let's have a look. I think we might do canola at this end. I think that might be an idea. We'll do canola. If I can plant canola. And we can. All right, so let's head on out and get this planted. All right. Away we go. Well, no, didn't lower. Right, try again. That's better. Right. So, first seeds to hit the ground. All right. So, still got a fair bit of work to do. We've got lots of fields. No, I've just realised. Again, we got caught out with the time. There we go. I'll put on the 15 and we'll catch up. I get caught on that all the time. And look, I'm going to explain that, by the way. So, basically, when we fast forward of a night, I will generally, before we start recording, just check to see what I sort of plan on doing. As you can see, this episode, that doesn't always come to plan because sometimes I'm thinking about other stuff, and when I start recording, I just change my mind and do something totally different. Anyway, so yeah, so what we do is when we're doing all that and just checking to make sure everything's okay and checking status of the farm and fields and the animals and stuff, so we know what we have to do for that particular episode. We just zero out the time so as we're not actually losing much of our actual play time for during the day, because I mean, where we can, we like to get 2 episodes per physical day. I know that's not always the case. Sometimes we do more, sometimes we do less, but that's what we'd like to try and do. And if we can do that, well, that's all the better for you guys, the viewers. But like, as you've seen, it doesn't always go to plan, and that's okay. I don't mind that so much, but the problem is I get so sort of excited. Right, let's go record. Let's get it done. And then all of a sudden I realise halfway through the episode, we haven't reset the time to start. So yeah, that's what happens. And I will try and get better at it. But hey, look, I'm human, okay? Apparently. All right, so getting all this done, getting a bit of progress is good. We're still picking up the stones. No, he's full on stones. Right, so that's a problem. So we have to take him over and empty him off. What I probably need to do is actually get the higher capacity. So I'll have to change out his barrel and put a higher capacity barrel on there, which we can do. All right, time to wet the whistle as we're going down the hill. All right. I guess the other good thing about having smaller fields is we can turn things around and vary things a lot easier and quicker. So we can switch between the farms, and we can be We can be harvesting corn on one side and we can be planting wheat on another, for instance, or whatever else. I mean, we'll be doing totally separate things. We're not necessarily stuck in the same sort of area waiting for the same time of year to do the same jobs again. So, and we can vary it out like we sort of discussed. We may do, like if I make, say for instance, say if I did decide to do just canola on this side of the map or this farm, well, we can have the equipment here that's just for canola, for instance. And that's what I'm going to do. This side of the map, these fields are going to be our canola fields. Are we going to need that much canola? Well, maybe not, but if we buy an oil plant, we will. So now, as I've said, I'm not necessarily planning on going a huge production element on this map. We will probably run some production, but we're going to run limited production. So I'm not going to, at this stage, I'm not even planning on putting in the Dragon Den Pack greenhouses or hoop greenhouses or orchards. That may change in 30, 40, 50 episodes. But at the moment, we're going to keep this fairly basic. We'll use the in-game stuff that is situated on the map. Although, once I buy, say, once I buy the oil plant, for instance, I reserve the right to swap that out and replace that with the Dragon Den one, just for the sake of using it. Now, Black Dragon did send me the files with all the in-game production elements replaced with his Dragon Den Pack stuff. However, I was already at the point where I was far enough through in my recordings that it wasn't going to be easy doing that, because I'd already swapped out placeables and all that sort of stuff. So we didn't do that, but thank you, Black Dragon, for giving me those files to do that and that opportunity. But yeah, so we ended up not doing that. All right, so that's that done. Now I'm going to fold this up and I'm going to go cheaty. I'm going to go straight through the hedge here and start the next field. All right, there we go. Right. There we go. Lower. Turn it back on again. Now away we go. Another field of canola. All right. Keep away from the fence. Just. All right. Cool. Well, that's one field planted. That's happy with that to start. We'll get this one done and then we'll move on. Although actually we won't move on because that's all we've got time for. We're running out of time already. So I think what we'll do is we'll finish this field off camera. So we'll finish planting this field. We will empty the stone picker, and we'll continue picking the stones off that field. We will come back to this episode, to the next episode on this same game day. So that will be in the afternoon of the second day of September. So we'll progress from there, and I think that will be okay. I think we'll be fine from that. We do have lots more stuff to do. We've got plenty of fields to turn over at the main field. So we've got that to look forward to. We've also got still a fair bit of work to do over here even, and also in the northern farm. We've still got grass to mow actually and deal with. So we need to get all that going so we can start putting getting our animals purchased and getting our products from there. So now, like I said, with production, we're not going to go and replace everything out. Obviously, we have replaced most. Well, I say most. We've replaced some of the animal pens with Dragon Den pens, but not all. All right. So, for instance, this chicken pen down here is one from on the map of Cavalier Roy's, and that has up to 1,000 chickens. So we're just going to leave that one, and we're going to utilise that one. So that's the plan at this point in time. Anyway, let me know what you think down below in the comments. How are you enjoying this series? How are you enjoying this farm? Are you playing this farm? I'd be very interested to know how many of you are actually playing this farm and whether you actually dislike or this map and you actually enjoy it. So tee off down in the comments, let me know. While you're in the comments, don't forget that you can also press that like button. It's free of charge and it helps out the channel a heap, so please consider pressing that like button or the dislike button. Either way, both of them help. Also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you like the content, then please consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, also please make sure that you press the alarm notification icon as well. That way you can be made aware when new videos are available on the channel, just like this one. Don't forget, you can come and join us on Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Details for those are all down below in the description. And most importantly of all, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Ducksolly Gaming and Ebony Isle Farm. See you later. Bye.